scent your soul. In this community, it is a fragrance community, we are very upset, some of us, focused on scenting our bodies, right? Me too, right? I love it. Who doesn't love to smell good? But one thing I try to remind if you ever make it to the end of my videos, is that I always ask people to remember the sweetest fragrance we will ever wear is our behavior. And I actually want to elaborate a little bit more on that. And what I mean by that, scenting your soul, is at the deep level. Scent it with kindness, right? So volunteer with a charity, donate to a charity. And I don't just mean for a tax-free for an attack shelter. I mean legitimately donate to a charity for the sake of donating to what you believe in, or volunteer with a pet shelter, or feed the homeless, or sit down and have a conversation with somebody that's struggling, right? Maybe with their health, maybe with their finances. If you are from the projects, if you know what that is, you know what that is. I'm not going to sit here and explain what the projects is. If you're from the projects, take some time, if you're able to go back and literally walk around and remind yourself where you came from. Trust me, it's going to be very helpful. So before we think about scenting our bodies, right? Nothing wrong with it, it's scented water, but I want us to keep it in perspective. We're literally all headed for the same destination at different times. We're all headed for 6 feet in the ground, okay? So don't take this too seriously. This is not a competition, okay? We're all here to have fun. So let's put this into perspective. We're all literally going to be 6 feet in the ground. So be kind, okay, to yourself, and just as importantly, be kind to others. Hi Habibis, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here today. What we're gonna do is a perfume tray. Doing my travel tray really kind of made me appreciate the helpfulness, if that would be the word, of having a select amount of perfumes to choose from. Well, of course, we're not just limited to this. You can wear whatever the heck you want, but it does help bring the focus. I always kind of doubted my ability to do one because I always like to be spontaneous and choose whatever I did. But I guess kind of being forced into it when I travel, wherever I go, it kind of makes me appreciate it. So now I'm going to try and just do it here. So, but this is a mix because I know this is later on in the month already, like 2.5 weeks into the month. I'm super late on this. So it's going to be my most used perfume / my perfume tray for the month of May. I hope that makes sense. So we're just going to hop right in, okay? I have full bottles and I have a few travel sizes and I have a sample. Okay, so the first one up, it's really shiny. This is from ROOS ROOS, or ROOS ROOS, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. ROOS ROOS, whatever. It's called Song of a Queen. This one here, I'm gonna flip it that way so it doesn't blind you guys. This one, I have to smell it. Hold on, sorry. Oh man, this is really pretty. You get that jasmine, but it's not an indolic jasmine, you know? It's a green jasmine, sweet. There's definitely tuberose in here, but it's light. There's orange blossom. You get the orange blossom very strongly. Benzoin, something powdery in there, like almost almondy powdery. I don't believe there's honey in here, but there's like this honey sweetness, but not cloying, right? It's just so pretty. I really enjoy wearing it, and it's sweet without being cloying. Like at least Girl of Now I struggle with Shine. It's so pretty, but I always have to cut it with something else because I love sweet perfumes, but for some reason it's too dense for me. This is sweet without being dense. It doesn't smell anything like that. I'm just trying to explain, like, it's sweet without being dense. It almost has like a slight powderiness to it. I really enjoy this one. Song of a Queen. This is really strong. You have to be careful when you're wearing white because it does have like a slight orange color. It's a very slight orange color. So I would recommend putting directly on skin. And if you do put it on clothes, put it on darker clothes, like maybe behind your knees and maybe not on your blouse because it's kind of a fluid. But again, it is Song of a Queen, ROOS ROOS. It's a fresh green jasmine. If you've ever smelled fresh jasmine, that's what the one smells like. So, ROOS ROOS, Song of a Queen. I'll put the names below. Actually, move this here. Moving on to the next one, just grab and go, no particular order. This one is, oh, you can see it here, Manzetta Pearl. I'm so excited to wear this one again because now it's more appropriate for the weather. There you go, you can see it here. You can wear whatever you want, whenever you want, but this really comes to life in warmer weathers. I really enjoy Fig Ecstasy. It is dry, woody, leaning masculine, and I love it, right? But this is a fig perfume. I don't know if you can see it. Whatever, you can see the bottle, okay? It is definitely a green fig, but it's musky, and there's a beautiful fresh rose in there, but not like a red rose. It's like a pink rose. So you have that, oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted. You have that really beautiful green fig in here, that fresh rose, the musk. I don't remember all those other notes, but that is prominently what's coming to my mind. And it is a really enjoyable scent. This is definitely not going to be for everybody because the green fig for the first maybe 1 minute can give almost a fresh grass green kind of opening. So it might not be for everybody, but when it comes down and the rose starts to come out with that musk and the fig, it just does this magic. And again, it's not going to be for everybody, but it is a beautiful fig scent. Okay, so I highly recommend this if you can get your hands on it. I'm going to try and link all these perfumes down below, okay, from reputable sellers. Okay, the next one up, I haven't talked about for a long time because when I linked it in my first haul, you guys sold it out within a month or maybe less than a month. And good news, it's back in stock. So I don't feel like a jerk anymore talking about it. And what am I talking about? It is Gerini Sweet Vanilla. This is really a hidden gem vanilla, and it's affordable and it smells amazing. It is, oh, this is so, it's a sweet vanilla, but somehow it maintains a level of freshness. And I think it's because there's a peony note in here and there's red berries in here. So I think that's what helps cut what could be a potentially overly cloying vanilla. Oh man, this is really good. And there is rose, but it's all the way in the background. So if you're scared about it, really don't be. It's kind of like a background actor. I don't know, maybe I'm over focusing on it, maybe power of illusion or suggestion or whatever. But definitely vanilla forward. There's definitely peony that cuts it, the red berry that cuts it. And I think maybe there might be some kind of white floral that kind of just balances it out. I think the price went up just a little bit, just a little bit. I think it's about $46. I'm gonna link it down for you guys below. You guys literally sold it out the first time. So now I'm not so shy about talking about this and using it because it's available to you guys. Again, Gerini Sweet Vanilla. Awesome vanilla for the spring. Oh, and the next one I really enjoy using. This one you don't need that much. This one you maybe need 4. If you're feeling edgy, maybe 5 sprays. Here, and behind the knees. Maybe even less than that. 1 on the chest, 2 in the elbows, 2 behind the knees, okay? Trust me, this is strong. And what am I talking about? This is Thomas Kosmala, Song in the Wind. Gosh, how poetic is that? Oh man, and this perfume, let me tell you something. Beyond being a beast, this is a rose oud. And for people who are new here, because there's a lot of new people since my last video, when I say oud, it's oud. It's just the proper pronunciation. So oud, oud, same thing. I'm going to interchange until you guys get used to it. It starts off with ambergris. I'm just telling you what I smell first. It doesn't matter what the top, middle, and base is what comes out mostly on your skin. And for me, ambergris is one of my most favorite notes. I don't know what it does on my skin. I don't know what it does on my skin, but it just does this magic, right? It's where salt is a little bit too harsh for my brain. Have you ever seen salt under a microscope? It actually looks like a cube, like it has very sharp edges. It feels like a person's taking the salt, the NaCl, and scratching my brain with it. It's a little too, I don't know. It's not for me. Like salt notes do better like later on, but it's kind of a hit or miss with me. But ambergris, magic. So this one, ambergris, smell it right away. Rose, oud, saffron, wood. And I think what takes it away from being a typical rose oud that you will get compliments on is that ambergris. It's that ambergris for that holy trio, right? Rose, oud, saffron. Typical Middle Eastern. But that ambergris kind of just takes it to another level and makes it exotic. And it just, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's cool. And again, you do not need that much. And again, Thomas Kosmala, Song of the Wind, I've really been enjoying. You're wearing this little hidden gem here. Next one up from the same brand. This one's, I think, more well known. When I was in New York, I was shopping the scent bar. The scent bar, yes. And I saw this there. My mother put me onto this one. Thomas Kosmala, number 4, Opera Amor. Oh my goodness. The number 4 one. Okay, it's like the cult favorite. And you can see the huge dent here. Again, do not need that much. And when I'm talking about these babies last all day, they last all day. No kidding, on your clothes. Like, you will smell yourself at like 9 p.m. When you move your shirt, you're gonna smell yourself at 9 p.m. Okay? This is reminiscent, like that sweetness of Baccarat. It's musky. I think there might be saffron in here, and I think there might be ambergris in here. I don't know what it is about these Thomas Kosmala perfumes, especially this one, that drives people nuts. People are always gonna wanna know what you're wearing. I don't understand what it is. So it's like they took Baccarat, but made it better, you know? The muskiness, and they took away maybe that medicinal note that people might find too much in Baccarat. Some people call it a dentist office smell. I mean, personally, I don't get it, right? But, because I do enjoy Baccarat, it's a classic, right? But all of that is not in here. It has a projection, there's no anosmia, right? It doesn't waft in and out. You know, if you don't be careful with this, it will slap, okay? So it is strong. And you will definitely be asked with these Thomas Kosmalas, what are you wearing, especially with this one. But I think it's just slightly saltiness. I don't remember where it's coming from. Maybe it's ambergris, I don't know what it is. It is actually addictive, and you can see that there's a healthy dent. And again, if you're familiar with really strong perfumes, you don't actually need that much. This is pretty healthy gap. Another one here. This is my newer bottle. This is a Rag & Bone Bergamot. I don't know if you can see the name. It's from a clothing company called Rag & Bone. Did I say that? Yeah, Rag & Bone Bergamot. You can see there's again, healthy dent here. I don't know how many bottles I've been through the years. I had, in my last video, shown an empty bottle, finished that out. I had mixed it with Swiss Arabian Rose 01, and let me just tell you something, okay? That combination is amazing, okay? So Bergamot sits closer to the skin. It's moderate lasting, but I don't care. I love it. It's bergamot, it's petitgrain, it's black pepper. I believe there's green tea in here. Oh no, there definitely is some kind of tea note in here. And it's that pepper note. I know it sounds scary, but somehow it just works. You know what I mean? And it gives me sophistication. It's workplace safe. You wear this to your attorney's office, and you'll smell nice, but the focus won't be on your scent. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe if you like walk past real quick, like, you'll think in the back of your mind, not the front of your mind, oh, she smells nice, or he smells nice, because this is unisex. First of all, wear whatever you want. Okay, let me just actually take a quick note on this. So I noticed in Western culture, it's only been like recent that the concept of unisex perfumes is like a fad. I can safely say, growing up, there was kind of no label in terms of perfume. You wore what you wanted. And my very first specific memory is when I was 10 years old. I wasn't living in this country. I was in my cousin's room, and I was, I think, doing cross embroidery, or I was knitting. I don't remember what I was. Yes, I know, I was definitely knitting. I was learning how to knit, so I was knitting. And I was doing an art project for her. So little cousins of 4. And her brother walks in. He goes to her perfumes. He picks it up, okay? Goes to her perfumes, picks it up. And I'll never forget. I don't know what the name of the perfume was, but the smell is in my memory so vivid. It's Lily of the Valley. It was Lily of the Valley perfume. I don't know what brand or the name of it, but the smell of Lily of the Valley was in the air. And I'm looking at him, and I said, "Are you spraying girls' perfume?" And he just shrugs like this, just nonchalantly. He's like, "Yeah, I like it. It smells good." He goes like this. He goes like this. He goes like this. And he's like, "Okay, see you later." Yes. Well, I mean, not in English, but you know what I mean. And then he walks out. And I just remember thinking, So for me, it was never a foreign concept for men to wear women perfumes and women to wear men perfume. You just wore what you liked. Does that make sense? So anyway, back to this. Where would you want awesome perfume right here? Rag & Bone Bergamot, if you love bergamot, but this is not a sharp, tart bergamot. Again, I mentioned it is a dry bergamot with the wood in here, but I think it's the petitgrain, and that dries it out a little bit, and the black pepper that gives it an edge, and people love this. It's like almost like a fresh bergamot, dry bergamot. I don't know what I'm saying, but people love this. People love this on you, okay? It doesn't always have to be a strong projector for you to get compliments. Sometimes, people will still notice. A lot of times. Next one up is, again, another recent acquisition. Well, not recent anymore. This is Goldfield and Banks. Got this from Scent Bar as well. And Scent Bar is linked to Lucky Scent. Really nice company. Perfume seller. And this one is called, Pacific Rock Moss. And I know this sounds, I'm going to show you guys the color. I don't know if you can see it here. I know this sounds a little shallow, but the only reason why I picked this bottle up, I wasn't really too familiar with the brand. Definitely hadn't heard of this specific perfume. This might surprise people, but majority of, I hope this doesn't take away people thinking I don't love fragrances, but majority of the stuff I watch on YouTube, whenever I am on it, is actually not fragrance videos. Majority of what I watch is, educational stuff, lectures, and a lot of true crime documentaries, or science stuff. So I still love fragrance, but I don't always have to always immerse myself in that if I'm making any sense. So I had not heard of this specific perfume. So I saw it in the distance, and I just saw this blue bottle twinkling, and I was like, ooh. Because, there's people there that help assist you with the scents. You can't go near the perfumes yourself. And the lady who was helping me, she was really patient with me, and I went way over the 20-minute limit. There's a 20-minute limit, went way over it. They were really kind. There was a huge line outside, and they did not rush me. So I really just appreciated their graciousness with me, and allowing me to record in there. And so good experience. So what is this? So first, can I just make a little comment on the name Pacific Rock Moss. I can say, can we do the name? It might sound weird to people, because literally, who wants to smell like the moss off a rock in an ocean? You know what I mean? I want to look at it, but I don't know if I want to smell it. So the name is misleading. With that said, this is a happy, uplifting scent. There is a marine element. It's citrusy, aromatic. I think there's lemon and sage and wood. I know it sounds weird, sage, but I don't know. Oh man, it's just so happy. And it's because I think that bright lemon and the sage just gives it this aromaticness that just kind of gives it this almost green airiness. And maybe it's the sage that's giving it the marine element. I don't know where it's coming from. Because I don't think of sage and marine. But when you smell this, it literally smells like a Pacific breeze. It's insane. But when you look at the notes, it actually leaves you scratching your head a little bit, like, but where's the marine note coming from? So whatever. I'm just gonna check the time real quick. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, so really beautiful, uplifting scent. It does sit closer to the skin. Again, I don't care. It makes me happy. Love this. Not long lasting, but hey, look at that color of that blue-green. It's like you're looking in the ocean. How does that not make somebody happy? All right, next one up is a recent acquisition. This is Aqua Rose. This is from a smaller company called Pearlescent, but they also have another company called Gallagher. They're run by a couple, Mindy and Daniel, really sweet people. And just recently got this. Well, not just recently, but recently-ish. This is a rose scent, obviously. Oh, did I tell you the name? I'm sorry. Aqua Rose by Pearlescent, not Gallagher, Pearlescent. And I mean, look how cool that pink top is. And yes, another rose scent, okay? But this one's different. This one is slightly, I don't know what it is, that's giving it this bitter element, but I love it. It's refreshing. This is a very refreshing rose, fresh, refreshing rose, marine elements, but there's this slight bitterness that I think is gonna do, not I think, I know is gonna do really well in the heat of the spring and come alive in the summer. This is, I definitely see this, oh man, this is like a marine, bitter, ever so slightly rose, and there's ambergris. Again, there's that freaking ambergris. I don't know what it is about ambergris that just does magic and dances around on my skin. So this is ambergris, this is rose, it's marine, it's musky, and there's a slight bitterness, at least for me, for the first maybe 2-3 minutes, and then it settles in and gives it this complexity, and the longer it lasts on your skin, the better it gets. You have to love rose scents to love this. And I feel like you have to be more adventurous and more refined with your nose to appreciate this, because this, to me, is mass appealing, and I'm saying that as a compliment because this makes you stop and think. Does that make sense? This is more, more intellectual. Like, I love fragrances like that. It stops and makes you think, like, God, this is good, but why? You know what I mean? Like, it's bitter. You wouldn't think bitter in a fragrance. Why would I want to smell bitter? No, but it's the elements of the rose, the fresh rose, the ambergris, like the salty, musky ambergris. And again, I don't remember what giving that bitter note in the opening, but somehow then it just dries down, gives it this complexity. So good. So good. Underrated gem. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand. So, with this package, they sent a sample. This is going to be a full bottle. There's not even a thought with it. It's called Tonka Azure. Let me read you the notes here. Okay? Okay. Oh, look at the blue bottle here. I love blue. If all it's lavender-ish, blue, whatever. Anyway, the notes. It's a gourmand fragrance. And the notes are, get this, vivacious champagne, fresh aroma of bright blueberry compote. What? Excuse me. And when you smell it, let me tell you, how they get that accurateness, it blows my mind. Black currant, uplifting rose, neroli, iris, jasmine, creamy, warming notes of sandalwood, tonka bean, patchouli, amber, and musk. Let me tell you something. I'm going to do a proper review when I get the full bottle. Just holy crap. Holy crap. Oopsie. Oh, God. Okay, now let me just do the travel sizes. This one I bought when it first got released, before I saw anybody on YouTube talk about it, but I needed to step away from YouTube. This is from Unui Nomad, excuse me. Love at First Sight. I'm enjoying this. I'm still studying this fragrance, but the only do you guys ever do this? The only reason why I bought this, because in the description on the website, because I bought it directly from the website, it mentions South Africa, what spring smells like in South Africa. And I really don't talk much about myself in this channel, but in one of my videos, I did mention I was mixed. And one of the things I mixed with, one of the ethnicities I'm mixed with is South African. Okay, so hello to all my Africans out there. It says, This is what smells like in South Africa. I said, say no more. Click, bought on the spot without properly reading the notes. I did not care. I just thought, hey, cool, you're shouting out South Africa. That's what's up. So what this actually is this heavy floral fragrance. But let me tell you something, I'm not mad about it. There is it's hyacinth in here. This almost, I mean, the label is quite accurate because it's purple. Love at first sight. It has like a green jasmine in it. God, I'm thinking I'm smelling hyacinth. Yeah, literally, I think I'm smelling hyacinth in here. Like literally that purple flower, you know, that thing with the leaves. Yes, I'm very articulate. Very floral, still learning it. But yeah, only bought it because they mentioned South Africa and snatched it up right quick and enjoying it. The next travel size I've been really enjoying, as you can see, by half of it is gone. This is Tangerine Boy by Phlur, and I got put onto this by EQ. And let me tell you something, I'm really happy with this fragrance. Oh man, the way he described it sold me on it right away. I mean, he wasn't selling it, but you know what I mean. He just passionate about it. And I was like, okay, let me check this out. Let me tell you something. But the thing is, you have to like citrus fragrances because this is a photorealistic tangerine. And don't be fooled by the name Tangerine Boy. I mean, although you would have to like unisex scents. If you're into only feminine fragrances, I wouldn't recommend this. It is a photorealistic zest of a tangerine, like somebody twisted it and like the oils are spurting up in the air and it landed on your skin. I believe there's ginger in here. So while the blast is heavy on the orange, the ginger, after 5 minutes, as it starts to warm up in your skin, you really start to get that ginger. You get that wood. Ah, man, this is good. And I think maybe there might be musk in here. I actually no, I don't think there is. I get mostly ginger and tangerine. I would have to wear it on my skin to remember, but well, let me spray it. Oh man, is there black pepper in here? No, there has to be black pepper. Get out of here. It's like reminiscent. They smell nothing like, well, they're in the same family, but nothing like, but that nice smooth black pepper is in here. So anyway, highly recommend this for a really great hot day for, fragrance. The next one I've been enjoying wearing is from, well, gathered from Scentbird, but this is Initio Oud for Glory. I just been needing a very powerful fragrance lately for myself, make myself feel better. But this is strong, so be easy with this, okay? I just do one spray on my chest, one here and one here, and bust. That's it. That's enough. That's all you need. Yeah, so Oud for Glory, I've been enjoying wearing that. Let me just check the time. Oh, I gotta speed it up. Okay, another little awesome. Been enjoying wearing this in the morning. Again, it sits closer to the skin. Whatever doesn't last crazy amount of time, like I don't care. I don't care. I love it. And what am I talking about? Dimes 7 Summer. Get into it. It is a coconut fragrance, and not. I mean, there is a slight sunscreen. I hate sunscreen coconut. Like a lot of them can agitate me. But this strikes the right balance between creamy and slightly sunscreen. And there is champagne in here. I think there's orange. And I don't know what it is, but it scratches a memory of childhood. It doesn't smell childish. It's not what I'm saying. But it scratches this nostalgia is what I'm saying. I don't know how. It scratches this nostalgia spot in my brain strongly. It just makes me happy. I love this. 7 Summers by time. Get into it, ladies. And men, whatever, I don't care. And the next one up, been more intentional, Ajmal Violet Musk. I mentioned before, it's like Johnson & Johnson baby powder. Grew up and went to Harvard. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It is musk, it is ylang-ylang. You get the yellowness from the ylang-ylang. You have violet. Man, this is good. Man, this is freaking good. I think there's a fresh rose in here, but you don't get it prominently, you get it more on the dry down. And look at this bottle. I mean, a sexy rose. well, there is rose in it, but like violet and musk, and obviously it's in the freaking name, violet and musk. If you don't like violet and musk, stay away from it. And the last one up is Juliet Has a Gun Lily Fantasy. I had this on my, when I was attempting to do trays, when I first started my channel, I'll link it down below. I pulled out my bottle a few times and compared it to Paris Hilton, crap, I don't remember which one. I'm not saying it smells like that. All I was just trying to say, it has a bubble gum. And again, we have that freaking ambergris here. Ambergris and musk. There's white florals to enhance that bubble gumminess. There's tuberose and jasmine, but a clean jasmine, like a green kind of fresh jasmine, sweet jasmine. But you probably get, there's a bubble gum, no, bubble gum. Very clearly, you get the ambergris. And it's animalic, and again with that ambergris, god dang it, this is good. God dang it, this is good. Okay, that's all I have for right now. I really appreciate you guys being here, and just remember, the sweetest fragrance we'll ever wear is not these perfumes, but our behavior. And another gentle reminder, please find somebody to thank today, even if it's for something small. More importantly, take a moment to thank God, because if you're here watching this video, that means we made it into yet another day. And even with our trials and tribulations, God is great. Thank you, my friend. Bye.